Welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. Next video on the 365-day Magic Challenge. You can tell by the title of the video today that we're going to do David Regal's Clarity Box. So really great trick. I actually love this trick. So I'm going to get right into it and I'm going to start performing the trick. So I'm going to do a little card trick here. Just like this. Excellent. You know what? I'm not going to... Well, I will do the card trick in a moment. But I want to first... Did you notice anything different about Bob's Magic Emporium? You're probably saying no. Did you notice we have a new security system in place? Yep. Well, I mean, it's not an alarm or security cameras, though we have those here. That's not what the new feature is. It's this box right here is what we've added as our security measure here at Bob's Magic Emporium. And it's not like a security measure like security. It's in case I mess up a magic trick. Now, I never mess up magic, so I've never had to use this box. But if I ever did mess up a trick, I'd have to use this box. So I don't know if I'll have to use it or not, but hopefully I won't, because I never messed up a magic trick before, so I don't think I'll have to use it. I hope not. Alright, so I'm going to give these cards a little bit of a shuffle here like that. Perfect. And if there was a spectator here, they get to cut the cards wherever they like, so we'll say they cut them right there. And we'll mark where they've cut. Alright, so... now, we're going to try a little magic trick with your card. I'll do something really amazing if this works. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll see. So go ahead and just take a look at the card you cut to. I'll look for the purpose of the demonstration. 10 of spades. There's no spectator here. If there was, I'd have him sign the card, but since there's not one here, I won't have him sign it. I won't sign it myself because I don't want to ruin this card. Alright, so I'm going to put the card back in the deck. I'll give the deck a couple cuts like this. And there we go. I'll tap the cards and I'll take my hands off the card. That way you can see that I'm not holding fancy breaks in the cards to know where your card's at. Now, I'm going to try to do this trick. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm definitely going to try to do it. I'm going to try to make your card jump to the top by snapping once, snapping twice. Makes the trick twice as snappy, but your card jumps back to the top, the king of spades. No, because I looked at it. It was the 10 of spades. Alright, well, you know, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to learn this trick. I've been practicing this trick and learning it, so sorry about that. It was actually supposed to go to the bottom of the deck, the 6 of hearts, and I meant no, because it was not, because I looked at your card, and it was the 10 of spades. One more time. Oh, that's right, it's supposed to go to the middle. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to remember the directions. It's supposed to go to the middle, and, well, I was close. 9 of spades. Does close count? No, I guess it doesn't, only in horseshoes. Alright, well, this is kind of an emergency. Hey, wait a minute. I got an emergency box right here. I think I might have to use it. Let me use it. Okay. Let me get it down. There it is. My emergency box. This is for emergency use only. So, I hate to have to use this, but I think it's an emergency. I think this qualifies as an emergency. So, here we go. I'm going to use this box here, and we're going to see what it is. Oh, wait, there's a card. It's the 10 of spades. Look at that, the 10 of spades. And that is David Regal's Clarity Box. A really great trick. Okay, this honestly is a super cool trick. Everybody in the Magic community is still buzzing about this, and before it was released to the public, everybody's still buzzed about it. It's a great killer effect in Magic. Essentially, it is the card to impossible location. And that's what this trick is. But I think it's an even better version of card to impossible location, where you take a card, you do some kind of routine with it, the trick doesn't work right, you have to use this emergency box, and the card is used, they see the folded up card inside the box the whole time, and then boom, you dump the card out and it's their card that's signed, if you have the card signed. There's some card magicians who don't like to sign their cards. You can definitely do it without a signed card, but I think the effect is much better with a signed card. One thing that David Regal doesn't talk about, which you could do with your card, is you could tear a corner off of your card and you could have it in the box. You could do that. If you know the trick, there are certain ways you could do that to get around it, where you could tear a little corner of the card and you could show it's a perfect match. And that's another way you could also do that too, which is even more impressive. I think it would be even more impressive, in my opinion, tear a corner of the card off, and then you dump the card out, and the card you dump out has that torn corner. That'd be really cool, too. I just saw that on the fly, by the way. But a really great trick, and this is not just for cards. So if you look at this and you're like, it's a card trick. You could also do this with money. David Regal gives you a way to do this with money, where you could take a piece of currency, fold it up, put it in the box, and the currency could be, is signed or whatever, or the serial numbers are written down, and then boom, you have the card or the bill that has the same serial numbers inside of here. He even gives you a way to do the trick for mentalism. So you could have like a prediction folded up in here, and you could talk about it being, this is my prediction, we'll get to that in a moment, and then you could dump out the prediction, and it's whatever the spectator thought of. Like they wrote something down on a piece of paper or something, and you say, this is my prediction, or whatever you do for mentalism routines. But this is a really great trick. They also give you really cool ways to customize your box, too, with these caution tape stickers. They have red and black caution tape or yellow and black. So really cool to customize the box. Really well-made box. There's two bad things about the trick, in my opinion. One is the angles. You can't do this surrounded. You can't do it from behind or even on the sides. On the sides, on the sides you could get away with it, but it's not as impressive as if you're doing it straight on. And the other bad thing is the box is so big that you can't put it in your jacket pocket and do the trick. That's another bad thing about the trick. This would be killer in like a table hopping situation, but you can't because you can't fit it in your pockets, which most magicians work out of their pockets. But in a cabaret style show or even a stage show, this would kill. Mostly this is done for cabaret, where you have you're standing behind a table and your spectators are to the sides of you, and sort of like what Bill Malone does in his Here I Go Again and all of his DVDs. That's kind of what cabaret is. But it's a really great trick, though, David Regal's Clarity Box. I recommend picking it up. It's pricey. It's about $80. But it's well worth it if you do a lot of card to impossible location, or you just want a really cool way to end your show. This would work really well as a closer to a show, especially a cabaret show where you do a lot of card stuff. Like Bill Malone, in his DVDs, he does a lot of card routines. This could fit at the end of Bill Malone's show because he does a lot of card routines. And this is a great way to tie it in. And, you just talk about the box sitting on your table or on your briefcase or whatever that's maybe sitting off to the side. You talk about it and you say, oh, we'll get to this box later, or it's for emergency use only. I never need it because all my tricks always work, or something to that effect. So David Regal's Clarity Box, a really, really cool trick. I recommend picking it up. And I will see you tomorrow for the next Magic Challenge video. Hope you enjoyed the Clarity Box. I have a jack, and I also have 3 10s. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the jack and we're going to sandwich it right in. Of course, you get the 2 tubes, and you get a certain amount of bottles. Let me grab one of the bottles.
He was on a roll with hole-in-one. Not only did he sink the putt on his first shot, but he also got the $500